Welcome to this edition of Essays for Youth. I'm Stephen Tubbs with Bob McAdam, and today's topic is a worthy goal. It may be hard to believe, but there was a teacher who wanted all of his students to get 100% on his exams. He insisted on it. He didn't make his exams easy so his students would score high. He made his exams tough but fair. And he had his students take the same exam over and over again until they all got it right. When asked about why he insisted that his students achieve that 100% mark, the teacher explained, "These boys and girls will all be in jobs someday. They will be engineers, nurses, bookkeepers, airplane mechanics, and surgeons. I would not like to be flying in an airplane if the mechanic knows how to fix, say, only 90% of the engine. Would you? Nor would I like to be a patient on an operating table if the surgeon knows how to perform only 90% of the operation." We may not be able to achieve perfection in everything that we do, but a strong case can be made for always doing our best. When we do our very best, we may even exceed our own expectations. Even if we fail to reach our goal when we try to do our very best, we have the satisfaction of knowing that our failure is not through simply a lack of effort. Our recognizing why we did not achieve our goal, even when we had tried our very best, just may point to ways to improve our performance the next time. This is what the teacher was practicing in having his students repeat the exam until they got it completely correct. While practice may not always make perfect, as the saying implies, it can certainly bring out the best in us, and bringing out the best is certainly a worthy goal. You, a longtime educator, would you have done this? Was that person really you that made them do and make sure to get 100%?
You know, I can't remember a time when I didn't try my best. I can't remember a time. Not that, I didn't put a lot of pressure on myself, but I made a habit of trying my best in almost everything. Even my best was not very good, and I knew that, so I had to try my best.
But there was something in here that
yeah.
you knew that you were giving 100% effort, and that doesn't have to mean scoring 100%, but if that is your goal and you know, it's kind of in sports, they say leave everything out on the field, right?
Yeah. Right. That's a good analogy, right? Yeah, I think, and to answer your question, yeah, I made a habit of trying to do my best. And I was seldom disappointed with myself. I might be disappointed with with the outcome a little bit, but I was seldom disappointed with myself.
Why, for especially our young people that may be watching, why is it important in a day where, I have to say, and being a dad myself, there are some times when I've seen my own kids, they could take a little bit longer in doing to try to do something or accomplish a task or a goal. And sometimes, people being people, it's easier I'll take this road, which may not be as difficult, and I know I'll succeed at 80% when another path could be, it may take a little longer, maybe it's a little bit tougher, but you could try to give 100%. A lot of young people, I think, today don't necessarily understand that you can take 100% effort and put that into play.
Yeah, I agree with that. That we have choices, and it's easy sometimes to take the easy way
or the shortcut.
But the extra effort, there's a lot really that is gained in that, and that is a person realizes when he makes the extra effort that he can do more than he thought he could do, and so it's a growth problem. The person grows as he tries harder. But I want to emphasize one thing. The idea is not to put pressure on yourself to do this. Just develop the habit of trying to do your best, and you won't have pressure.
What about for somebody watching that may say, well, if I try 100% and do this, path, what if I fail? Should people be afraid of failing?
No, no. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to fail, just sit on your hands all the time. Don't do anything, and you won't fail. If you're active, you're going to fail sometimes, and you know, face it. That's part of doing your best. Is realize that, you know, I didn't make it this time.
But you could learn some things
Right.
along the way where it comes out the next time. I want to wrap up our segment with this. How do you feel about taking risks? Because that's, I think, part of it.
Yeah, I'm moderate in that. I mean, I'm willing to take some risks, but I'm not like one of my sons, a real risk taker. I think that you have to reach out sometime. You have to try to extend yourself beyond what you think might be your boundary, but be careful and realize that when you take risks, there's a bigger chance of failure. So, but I do feel like taking risks is important.
Take some risks. Don't be afraid to fail, and you just may be better off for it. With Bob McAdam, I'm Stephen Tubbs. This is Essays for Youth, and we appreciate you watching, and thank you.
Thank you.